Today for New Music Monday, we're going to check out the brand new album from Fuck Buttons, and it's called Slow Focus. This is their first full-length release in about 4 years, and this time around they did all of the production work themselves, and it really shows throughout the entire record. But before we even get to that, one of the biggest questions that comes up when you talk about this duo is really, how do you classify them musically? They're not quite doom or electronic or indie rock or noise. They're not really industrial, it's not really gloom or post-punk, and in a lot of ways they sit in a musical category all their own. And honestly, once you experience what they've done on this album, they might as well be in their own galaxy. Actually, to be perfectly honest, they touch on so many different styles and approaches on this album that it might be more fitting to say that they occupy all of these spaces simultaneously as opposed to none of them at all. As soon as the album begins, you're almost instantly surrounded by a massive array of different sounds and moods and tones. And they completely pull you in within the first minute, and they kind of loom over you and around you in a very cool way. It's the way that they can give this crunch to the dark, pounding bass lines, and combine them so perfectly with the keyboard hooks you find here that makes the song so fantastic. But it's also the way that they paint these soundscapes with a wide array of noises that makes it impossible for you to turn away. And while a number of these sounds would probably be unwelcome in your ears on their own, the way that they construct them all together as one single piece makes it more than pleasing. At times, these songs sound like the perfect soundtrack to a futuristic sci-fi film or maybe a video game. And at other times, they're able to make it dark and somber enough for it to be perfect for a gothic death scene. And that sort of excellence in such a wide musical range is rare in any genre, let alone in the electronic world. Oh, did I mention that this album kind of gets hip-hop at some points? Because it does. It's got this unique, almost hackers sort of sound to it, but the beat knocks and it's damn good. Of the 7 tracks on this album, only 2 of them clock in at under 5 minutes, and a majority of them sit in that 7 to 10 minute range. But the great thing is, they never drag or seem to lose focus at all. They have very strict beginnings, middles, and ends, and it's that clear concentration on overall form that helps these songs to avoid lagging or becoming dull in any way. This album just grooves and bounces in a way that can be both perfect background music for doing something else, as well as something that you can listen to in an active, close manner and enjoy in a completely different style. The sounds swirl in countless directions all across every track on this album. And honestly, it ends up being a great example of how exciting and engaging and creative an electronic album can really be. It's really unpredictable in the best sense of the word. When you compare it to the rest of their work, Slow Focus really shows how much this duo have matured in their musical process. And that makes the title very fitting, and this record bodes very well for their future work. To be honest, if you're into instrumental music of pretty much any style, you're probably gonna dig this one, as it really runs the sonic gamut, and it's a very cool, fun, and engaging musical experience at every turn. And on the buy it or borrow it, Slow Focus is a solid buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.